Welcome back to our third part of this week's episode. Before I tell you what we're getting into, allow me to introduce my cohorts here. To my far left, I have the biggest Zelda fan in the world, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't believe it, check out his right arm. He has the tattoo of the Triforce. It is Mr. Jeremy Bird.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? The biggest Zelda fan in the world coming at you once again.
And to my direct left, I have Mr. I'm Wondering himself with the most fabulous hat in the world, Peter Anderson.
Pete says that at the time that he said Riku in the last video, he was 15 years old and she was 18.
Oh, God. Okay.
So,
okay.
that justifies Pete's answer as...
Anyway.
Because if you added up the age...
We're done here. Moving on.
Pete wanted to justify it for all you fans.
Oh, give it up, you little brat.
And I am your host for the evening. I have the most fabulous ponytail in the business.
So he says.
So I know.
Oh.
I'm Nicholas De Jesus, and thank you for joining us tonight, ladies and gentlemen. But here is
Favorite John?
a thought.
Thought about what?
A new segment? What?
Today, or I should say last week, actually, we looked at the Paris show, the Paris Game Show. And I am so relieved because for once I actually feel like the future of gaming will be intact, because I have felt for a very long time there was very little imagination with these developers. It was always some recycled garbage that did the same exact thing over and over again, but it actually feels like there are some new creative ideas coming out, especially after looking at the Paris show. So, what do you guys think about that?
PlayStation looked a whole million times better than at E3.
But regardless of how PlayStation looked, what do you think about the idea that developers seem to have gotten lazy?
I agree with you.
What do you think about that, Pete? I really want your opinion, because your opinion usually makes me very fucking angry.
Pete is saying that it's all these games you see are similar to other games. One of the games that you and Pete saw was Matterfall.
Yeah.
Which, during the video, you and Pete were discussing that it looked a lot like Dead Space and all these similarities.
That was me and him, you idiot.
I'm just saying, in general, that's what the conversation was going to. So...
But the gameplay doesn't look anything like Dead Space. The gameplay doesn't
The armor looked like Dead Space. I took a
the
quick
armor
guess.
does, but the gameplay doesn't look anything like something that we've seen before.
But it's a generic third-person shooter.
How do you know? Didn't look like a shooter to me.
What do you think it is, then?
I don't know, an action RPG. Possibly.
With shooter mechanics?
Possibly, but still, it doesn't look like...
I take this from Nick. Remember when you were talking about first-person shooters and you said they're all the goddamn same, and then Bulletstorm comes out and you raved about it? You know, that's what the gaming world needs. And things like Zero Dawn, games like Dream, games like, to name a couple,
Gravity Rush? Riggs,
Robinson the Journey. These new experimental games that they're coming with is just fleshed out ideas that I don't think we've seen before. Because, yeah, people talk about, oh, what happens if you were in Jurassic Park? What happens if you're in a mech and trying to score and shooting people at the time? I mean, I feel like it's not people getting lazy, it's people branching out with different ideas. And the VR, I think, is helping with that.
Well, I'm not saying that they're getting lazy now. I'm saying that what we saw last week was a testament to how they're actually getting their heads out of their asses. I think they have been lazy in the past.
Which Pete agrees with you, yes.
You agree with that?
Yes.
Oh, for once. Wow, for once. Holy shit. Put a bookmark on the page because Pete actually agreed with me.
It's funny because Pete has to say that you said he was right on Monday's episode.
Was it Monday's episode?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, holy shit.
And
what is going on? And
today-
Pete agrees with me.
Pete agrees with you today.
Holy shit. Wow. There is something. Sir?
We just solved world peace.
Happy 30th episode.
Happy 30th episode.
Da-na-na-na.
Those are for all the fans that have been sticking with us this whole time. We thank you.
And there goes the subscriber.
Until next week.
Until next week when we're back at each other's throats. Because you know, peace between me and Pete never lasts.
How could you say that Metal Gear 5 is Game of the Year? It's clearly The Witcher!
No. It's Arkham Knight, you idiots.
You haven't even finished it yet!
I'm close.
But anyway,
Close.
today's episode is all about our favorite genre. So, I guess I'll start off. I would have to say that my favorite genre would be action RPG. Your Fables.
Bullshit.
No, your Fables, your Devil May Cry's, because they kind of have a RPG element attached to them.
Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts, absolutely. Those would probably be the most impactful games that I've played, the ones that really got my attention, the ones that I've really probably questioned my own personal dealings with. That probably made the biggest impact on my personal life would be those games. It wouldn't be Metal Gear Solid at all.
You were going to say Snake.
I was going to say Snake.
It would be Snake.
It wouldn't be Snake. It wouldn't be those characters from the Metal Gear Solid franchise because the shit that they go through is just phenomenally crazy. I can't imagine anybody's actually going through shit like that. But I could see myself in Sora's position in Kingdom Hearts in that he's losing the love of his life and he's at odds with one of his best friends.
Hey.
Well, we're always fucking fighting. You're Riku, you son of a bitch.
Oh, God. Little whore.
He now has to think of a new intro. Droid Pete and his two best friends. Not these strangers I met.
I'm a bus stop.
But yeah, I would say action RPG has been probably more of my favorite genres. And I know it's more of a hybrid than anything, but that's one of my favorite
I
genres.
kind of have a hybrid type too. I'm going to go with action platform puzzle. How can you have 3 in 1? Because basically, Mario has developed from the regular platform games to action platform games. You throw fireballs, you punch stuff, you climb up walls and stuff. And then yet you still have the puzzle aspect, like you have to figure out how to get a door open, do this, do that. Don't eat during an episode. I fucking hate when you do that.
He drinks all the time.
That doesn't bother me.
It's not
thirsty.
It's not even water. It's really vodka.
Yeah, we're hard alcoholics in this place. But yeah, it's just like...
Yeah, they're believing me now. You know that, right?
Yeah, but you think about like going through the different Mario games, how they developed over the years, from like Mario Galaxy to like Mario 64, which was we'll say the grandfather of it. Not grandfather, it's too old. Like the father of like 3D platforming action games. Just how like developed. I've always been a fan of those games. I always had the most fun of them. On a side note, I will say this: my least favorite genre, bless you,
Oh, thank
has
you.
to be collectathon games.
Collectathon, really?
Yeah, because
So like Banjo and Kazooie?
I was,
no,
or Ratchet and Clank.
no. I'll give you
Pete
the
says
most,
the Ratchet and Clank is not a...
no, I'll give you the most guilty of them all, which would be Yoshi's Woolly World.
Oh,
It's
yeah?
Yoshi's story, but Yoshi's Island, but full blown collectathon. You have to collect strings to create the new Yoshis. You have to get all the fucking flowers. You have to get all these weird coins and shit. I think it's boring. It's overdone. The game looks beautiful, but honestly, I am not a fan of those games. How do you like them apples?
That sounds like a segment that will be on next week's episode.
I think that might be... I like that, Jeremy.
Yeah.
You should scream that more often.
It's true. How do you like them apples? Because
Like-
that shit is boring. No, I played the game
Yeah.
this weekend. It's fucking... It was good, but I'm like... I've done this so many times. Like... That's how producers are getting lazy. Not trying to knock a Nintendo game, but it's just... If I'm going to
I
play...
heard it from the Nintendo fanboy himself. He's knocking a Nintendo game.
Yeah, it doesn't happen very often, but literally, if I'm going to play that game, I'm just probably going to do what I did with Yoshi's Island. Just go straight through and skip all the collectibles, because it's just... If I'm going to play the game, get me through the fucking level. Don't make me like backtrack and have to go in and search around to find missing things.
How about you, Pete? Oh God, don't do it. Don't do it.
He's gonna do it.
He's gonna do it.
Hello.
Pete's favorite genres are two.
You can't have to.
You can hybrid them, but you can't have to.
You can't have to. It's either a favorite and a not so favorite.
I will hybrid. Pete says that his hybrid would be first-person shooter action adventure games.
What? Shut up, Pete.
And I thought I was talking out of my ass.
Go home, Pete. You're drunk.
Pete loves the first-person shooters, the Halos, the Call of Duties, Destiny, because it just brings you in this action world. Same way as action adventure games do. I would have to say my least favorite, and fans would know Pete's least favorite genre, hands down,
Is whatever Metal Gear Solid is.
RTS.
Really? Yeah. I can see that from you.
RTS. Pete thinks that Pete liked StarCraft. He enjoyed StarCraft.
So do I. It was fun.
Pete hated Command and Conquer. Pete hated Civilization. Pete hated you controlling the little guys and saying go there. It didn't give Pete the desire that he wanted. When Pete loves the action where you're shooting or you're jumping into a new set piece or you're doing this, you know. Pete despises racing games, but Pete at least plays Mario Kart, Burnout series.
The fun racing games.
The fun and Need for Speed on occasion. But when it comes to worst genres, hands down RTS for Pete. Hands down.
So what's your least favorite?
Well,
Nick?
this week's subject isn't worst genres. This week's subject is favorite
I
genres.
kind of bounced off into two of them, but
Yeah, it was Jay's fault. It wasn't Pete's fault. But Pete's favorite is the hybrid of of first-person action adventure games.
where'd you go, Pete?
That was good. I want to see that on the video because my face must have fucking disappeared.
We always have so much fun here.
We do.
But thank you for joining us this week. As you can see, we have kind of reformatted our show, and we're trying to bring you the best possible content.
Keep talking, motherfucker. Keep talking.
Fucking called it, bro. Anyway, please like the video, subscribe to the channel. Actually, the subscription is the most important part. It really helps us out over here. And check us out on Facebook at Improv Gaming, space between the two words.
Nice.
Check us out on Instagram and Twitter at improv_gaming. Pete, would you like to tell them where they can contact us?
That jazz just went away. You can always email us, and if you have any questions, concerns, comments, or just want to say, hey,
Fuck you.
what the fuck up, motherfuckers, you could do that at Improv Gaming.
Gamers.
Gamers. I feel like you tonight. At gmail.com. You could also...
What the fuck is wrong with you, Jay?
on dramatic effect.
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna
Dramatic
play-
a fail.
Pete is now gonna go back to the first person to finish this, so it makes a lot of fucking sense. You can follow us at on PlayStation Community. You look for us on Improv Gaming. We just launched it a week ago.
Yep.
So you can go over to PlayStation, go to your friends, go to communities, and come to Improv Gaming.
And if you don't have a PlayStation, go get one.
It's only $3.50.
Not bad. Chump change.
Definitely.
$3.99 for a terabyte.
That's not bad. That's
not
actually
bad at
really
all.
not that bad. But you can also follow us on Twitch at ImprovCop with a K, ImprovCap with a K, IPG Jaybird. with 7 Ks.
Also, you know where to find us, youtube.com/improvgaming. Like, subscribe, and comment. What, did I do that earlier?
No.
Nick already did
I
it.
already did that part.
Also hit the notification
Yes,
button.
that's
There
the
you
part that
go.
we needed.
I missed that, but I'm sorry, I had a brain fart.
We
yeah.
recorded a lot of fucking videos, if you couldn't tell.
Yeah,
We're all wearing
we
the
are-
same shirt.
We are so fucking looped out
Yeah.
right now.
So basically, hit the notification button on youtube.com/improvgaming, so that way you can check out our new videos whenever they come out.
Possibly in the near future. We're working on it, or me and Nick mostly are working on it. Should we tell them a little bit?
Make me feel like an asshole.
Yeah, why not?
We are working on doing a website.
Yes.
Probably, hopefully, going to be improvgaming.com. You can get all our videos. And
No, actually, it definitely will not be improvgaming.com. And I'll tell you why. Because you'll find out.
Yep.
oh, because I was going to say, the day I take a name from Pete will be the day I die. And of course, we're going to try to be going on a podcast service so you can listen to our sexy voices
Whenever you want.
on the car ride to work.
Whenever you want.
Which is why I would want to listen to my sexy voice all day.
I'm surprised Pete doesn't record himself in the shower in the morning and then just drive to work listening to it.
He's done it at least once.
I don't know what Pete does in the morning, so he very well might actually record himself in the shower.
When I did do stand-up comedy in the city, you had to record yourself and then listen and then, tweak where you need to tweak where the audience didn't make as much noise. And when I record myself, I'm the most brutal motherfucker in the world. Yeah. Where I'll just say, the fuck did you say it that way for, you son of a bitch? And just go and make myself sound like a goddamn fucking imbecile when I record myself.
You do sound like an imbecile.
That's why I don't listen to the show.
Same here. But I can guarantee the fans one thing. I am going to try and do a full run of Super Meat Boy coming up soon.
Sweet.
Oh, the fucking deaths galore in that game.
Also expect some Let's Plays from Rare Replay.
Nice.
I'm gonna be doing a whole bunch of them. Probably go through like the classic, like Nintendo, then do a couple of Super Nintendo, then do
Sounds good.
N64, some Xbox.
Got a lot of things coming at you.
I know, yeah.
A lot of things.
You should know. We just talked about it for 4 minutes.
Yeah, we're going to be unloading a lot of content in your face. That's what I told her.
Kaboom.
But as always,
That joke should have been for the hottest characters, which you can find on Wednesday's episode.
As always, game
Go
on.
play with yourself.
Wait, we all have to agree on one thing.
You did this last time, you asshole.
I don't know what you're talking about. You know what? You know what I'm gonna do? This is for the fans out there. Nick's a dick.
Riku!
Who's 18?
Pedophile fucker, Jesus.
At the time, I was that age.